Hi, I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies, and this is the latest 40-foot container we've got, which just came in. So this container literally came in yesterday. I get a phone call and they go, in 30 minutes you're going to have a 40-foot container here at your shop. I knew nothing about it. I haven't done the customs clearance for it. I haven't paid. I paid for the gear 6 months ago, but I haven't paid for the customs yet. I'm assuming that will happen today sometime. But it's like I didn't know anything about it. So the problem with something like this, besides not knowing what was going to be inside it until I opened it, and I'm going to first off, let's look at this. So this is inside the container, and this is all 11 targets. Now you'll see some cases up the top there. This comes from Europe, this container, and I'm going to say it's packed like the Asians packed. These guys are amazing with packing. So like the front of it was kind of stuffed in because they just was fitting in the rest of the stuff they could fit into it to make it completely chockers. But it's like so well stuffed. Like all the replacement cores are up around there. Like all the gaps are filled in. It's just like a Tetris puzzle how they fit this in. Totally amazing, and it's huge. So that's the size of the container. It's really, really high. So the problem is where we fit this stuff. So at the moment we're going to move a lot of it back to the old store as storage, like warehouse it, because I'm going to take you in the shop. We're going to show you some new products and show you some of the problems we're dealing with. So at the moment we've moved from the old shop to the new shop. And in that process, you've got lots of little odds and sods to clean up. So let's just have a look at the mess we're dealing with. Then we've got a 40-foot container arrive, plus more shipments arriving. We had a lead arrive yesterday and a new hat, which I really like. After doing a video yesterday and saying I don't like the elite clothing. Actually, I don't mind this elite t-shirt and I don't mind this elite hat. Then elite show up. PSE is going to show up today, a $20,000 PSE shipment, and there's 3 other shipments arriving today, and then tomorrow 20-foot containers arriving of foam targets as well. So now let's go into the shop and have a look at the problems we're dealing with. Okay, so this is the area I work. I work just up here, and I'm putting stuff on the internet all the time. So we've got down here, we've got piles of stuff that is, I'm going to say obsolete, that we're just going to clear out. So I'm just dumping stuff on the internet cheap just to get rid of it. So like these are Rhino shafts, these are from Carbon Tech, these will get like some veins, just like this won't get cleared, this will just get put on the shelf. There's just random stuff. Like just like these are Xelium arrows, these will get cleared. We're just clearing stuff, so it's a bit of it's completely chaotic. We have 82 orders to do, so we've got orders to process. We have customers walk in. We have a 40-foot container, and then we have all the stuff from the other store we've got to clear. What we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the new products we've just had in, as well as look at all the mess. So down here you'll see all, like these are all recurved limbs, and what they are, they're all kind of odd sods. So you bring them in with all the different sizes, and this is kind of what's left over of a run. So, and these are cartel limbs, well, they're obviously brand new, they're 68, 34 pounds. So what you do is you just put these on the internet and clear them out cheap. So I've got boxes and boxes of those to clear. Then you also have new products arriving from the container. Now as you unpack the container, you've got to put them online. So like you've got a new 11 target here, which we haven't had online before, so you've got to price that up. You got new target bags here from Legend. This is a big target. This is a big target, big case. So this is a Superline case for long bows. So if you've got a long target bow, you're probably going to fit them in one of these. And then we've got, like, this is a Legend case too. Now I don't know which one this is. I'm guessing this is the cheaper one. But that's part of the thing of unpacking a container. You've got to go, what is it? How much is it? But let's have a look at some of the new products. So this is an SKB case. SKB make cases for guns, compounds, and recurves. This is a recurve case. I haven't had them in stock before. SKB is an American company. It's quite light. It's a bag and it comes in a bag. Now SKB, originally, they used to do all hard cases. So their hard cases were, I'm going to say, quite legendary. They're quite expensive, but they were really good quality with all cut out foam. So I've never seen this case before, so it's obviously a material case, and it's solid. It's like a square case. Okay, so this is what it's like inside. So you obviously fit your riser, your limbs, your accessories, and in here they've got bits for your arrows to hold on to. Okay, so your arrows clearly fit in that roof. This reminds me very much of old cases. It's quite light, so when you travel, you've got a weight restriction. And anything over the weight restriction that you have, you get charged per kilo. And that can be quite expensive. So I'm going to guess this is really good for people who are flying with recurve bows, because it's lightweight, because it's material. It's still solid, like it'll take a pounding. But yet it's not going to cost you a fortune. So you would carry your clothes, obviously, either as carry-on luggage or as a separate bag, because that way it's not going to be, because your carry-on luggage when you fly is not included in your overall weight. So most archers will carry their clothes online, and then their or heavy items online, and then the bows, because that's the heavy item, will be under the weight classification. So that's generally how you do it when you're traveling, especially international. With bows. Alright, so let's have a look at some of the cool things. Now obviously we're only that far into the container, but there's some cool stuff in here so far, so let's have a look at that. Eastern compound bow bags. Now they're pretty cool. They're padded and solid, and for people who like Eastern and Hoyt, they look nice. I don't think they're that expensive. I think I haven't priced them up yet. That's why they're there in front of my desk. Now behind me here is a pile of bow cases. Now that's for one of my staff to pack away. He looks after the bow case area, so he'll hopefully sort those all out, so it won't be my problem. So it's got your Legend backpacks. These are really popular, quite affordable, they're cheap, they're light, they come with an arrow compartment, they come for your recurves, compound cases, so that will be his problem. And just here, it's like there's so much stuff in an archery shop that there's so many little bits and pieces, so people will be like, oh, can you take that off? Like a guy yesterday was like, can you take the leather off a Fivix tab, and then when you get in, just replace it onto the tab? And we're like, no. Because otherwise we just end up with masses of bits and pieces, and when that face comes in, we don't even know what it's for, or we'll sell the tab without the face, and then the person will return it and they won't be happy. So we generally don't pull things apart, because otherwise you end up with boxes and boxes of stuff. So these are the 11 targets. They have a replaceable core in the center. They're quite light. You can see once you shoot out this, then you can stick the 11 core into the target. They're really popular. Bags. This is obviously new. This is an otter, I'm guessing. Reinhardt cubes. Now these are popular. Now this has got a lot more weight than the other. Now why these are popular is these cores are really nice to shoot into. They're really soft. They're really soft and easy to pull your arrows out. They will crumble with time, but they're just like easy to pull your arrows out of. They will last, and then you stick a replaceable core in. A white bear, replaceable core. This is from Reinhardt. Really expensive, like $500 odd, like really, really expensive. You know, I'm going to compare it to, you know, the piglet here, about $160. Yeah, because we're on Reinhardt targets, this is new. This is a carp. So if you come from England, your trophy fish is a carp apparently. So if you're from England, you're going to be happy taking this home and putting it on your mantelpiece. So it's a carp. So apparently, well, in Australia we have amazing carp in our rivers. And I've got a customer who came from England, and I said, why'd you come to Australia? He said, the carp here are amazing. He goes, look, here's all my trophy carp. And he's got all these photos of him shooting carp. And apparently it's a prized fish in England, and there's a season for them. But here, they just run rampant in our waterways. So, now, I think the carp is about $200, really good value. Now, these here are cubes from 11. These are like super heavy. This is the material that the 11s use in their cores. It's very soft, easy to shoot into, long lasting. And I thought these would be too expensive last time I brought them in, so I only brought in a few of them. And I was wrong, they all sold straight away, and the people who brought them obviously love them, so this time I bring in lots more. So when you first bring in an item, you don't want to bring in a lot because you want to see how it sells. That sold really, really well. Some stuff does sell well, some stuff doesn't sell well. Okay, because we're just checking out new items, this is the Elite clothing line. Elite hat, don't mind that one. Elite hat, it's like it's not too bad. I don't know. That one. But I do like this one. Yeah. So Elite, CBE, Scott are the same company, and Winner's Choice. So this is a new sight from CBE, micro adjustable. So it's like a 5-pin sight, micro adjustable, left and right, up and down with a dovetail system. It's a CX5. I don't think it's online yet. It's just come in. CBE quick disconnects. Like when a shipment comes in, I really have got no idea until it physically hits us what's coming. Like today, I paid for a Elite order. It was like 6 invoices. I've got no idea. Like, when I say I've got no idea, like, I've got some idea of what's on there. There's some visions, but there's 6 individual invoices that totaled 38,000 American dollars. And I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I don't even know if they're made yet. I just know it's an invoice, and so I paid it, and then eventually the shipment will just arrive. So it's a bit of a, people are like, why don't you know when stuff arrives? I didn't know the shipment was arriving. Like, I had no idea. It arrived, and it was like, okay. So what else do we have? I think that's probably what we've unpacked so far, some of the latest things. But as we start to unpack stuff, I'll do some little reviews on things. But just like when we do orders in a shop, like this is the bench. Like, look at the bench. Like, the bench is a mess. Like, these sites are all in bits here on the bench. It's, you got arrow points there because we don't know where to put them. These are all kits we put together to close out. So they're actually like just display items from the other shop that I've got nowhere to put them. So we just like building kits, putting them out cheap just to get rid of them. So we've got like 5 or 6 of them there, and hopefully they'll sell the next day because we're kind of struggling for space. And that's what we're doing. Like, here we've got all the second-hand stuff, and we might have some old stuff. We just like put it out cheap, try and get rid of it. Anyway, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. I hope that's given you a bit of an insight into what we deal with every day, which is why we're kind of just, when I say struggling, like yesterday we put out a whole heap of orders, but as we're doing them, more orders are coming in. We're running 3 phones now, so we have 3 phone lines going instead of 1. So I have 6 staff in the office, just doing internet orders on the phones and that sort of stuff. So trying to improve that, but it feels like constant chaos. So, but hopefully it's okay at the end of the day. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.